What's up? What's up? What's up, guys? You already know what it is. I don't even think y'all can hear me. Hold up. Okay, y'all can hear me now. What's up? What's up? What's up with it, guys? You already know it's the pre-snap read. We on, we live, we here in effect, man. We got some news to talk about. We got a lot of things to talk about, man. But this week is award weekend. It's the City Boy Awards weekend. This is what I've been waiting on all year. I've been waiting on this all year. And you know, it's a bro fest today. It's definitely a bro fest today. Shout out to Robbie. She couldn't make it. She out there traveling and doing Robin things. But you already know one of my co-hosts. You know, this is my dog eat dog world. You already know how he come. He come with the facts. He come with the statistics. This is my boy Jay Good. Jerry Good sitting in the house, man.
Hey man, what's up, man? Hey, we got a good show in store for y'all today, man. Y'all stay tuned.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I had to bring a special guest on today, man. This dude is doing miraculous things with his YouTube channel, man. This boy always show me love. I always show him love. He been on the first show that ever started. He been on the first show when we went live. He was here when we actually went live on the Pre-Snap Read. This boy said, he didn't even know he put a can of paint and he showed up. That's how true this boy is. I got my boy, the mayor of Blitz City himself, Kobe in this thing, man.
Hey, what's good, bro? I love that intro, man. You good with that?
Hey, man. Hey, and you gotta bring people in with the energy, man. You gotta bring people in with the energy, man. You already know. You gotta bring people in with the energy, man. And shoot, how you been, man?
Man, I've been real good. You know, I'm a little sick, getting over a cold, but besides that, man, I'm good, bro.
Okay, cool. I sure hope you get over that cold and everything else, man, for real. But talking about getting over stuff, man. Let's first of all, welcome to the Pre-Snap Read. If you ain't follow us on Twitter and IG, please follow us on Twitter and IG. The Twitter and IG is right down there. Pre-Snap Read. Follow us, share some stuff with us, comment, DM us. Just do it for us. And I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I got some news for y'all myself, man. You know, I think I got the exclusive news. I got the phone call with Colorado and Prime. The phone call.
Primerado.
Yeah, Primerado. I got the phone call from the athletic director in Prime, bro. I know it's been speculations on how this deal got done. I'm definitely about to show it to y'all, man. And y'all can definitely comment on it after I show it to y'all. But this is the clip. This is from the athletic director with Coach Prime, man.
I will stay with you.
That's great. I'm very happy.
Are you listening?
Yes.
That's what I'm gonna do for you. God bless you, Jerry. But this is what you're gonna do for me. You listen, Jerry?
Yeah, what can I do for you, Rod? You just tell me, what can I do for you?
It's a very personal, very important thing. Hell, it's a family motto. Are you ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just wanna make sure you're ready, brother. Here it is. Show me the money.
Looking good, but I think I'm taking too long.
Yo!
The spot for a Glock. I took a long over floss, but still got a knock.
Money! I'm not proud, Jerry. Does that make you feel good just to say that? Say it with me one time, Jerry.
Show you the money.
Oh, no, you can do better than that, Jerry. I want you to say it with meaning, brother. Hey, I got Bob Sugar on the other line. I better hear you say it.
Yeah, no. Show you the money.
Not show you. Show me the money.
Show me the money.
Yeah. Louder.
Show me the money.
That's it, brother, but you got to yell that shit.
Show me the money.
I need to feel you, Jerry.
Show me the money.
Jerry, you better yell. Show me the money. Show me the money. Do you love this black man? I love black people. I love black people. Who's your motherfucker, Jerry? You my motherfucker. What you gonna do, Congratulations, you're still my agent.
Duh.
And there it is, man. There it is. The
This dude's crazy,
conversation
man.
with Coach Prime and Colorado athletic director. That was their conversation, man. I just want to bring it to y'all guys. First, man, show me the money.
You love black people, huh?
You crazy, man.
But shoot, man, this is crazy because we were definitely talking about this topic last week. I definitely said that Coach Prime was definitely not going nowhere. Jerry, what's your thoughts on him going to Colorado, aka Primerado? You already know how it is. What's your thoughts, man?
I'm kind of torn, man. Of course I understand what he's doing. I'm not really, I've been around the game of football for a long time. Played college football, man. So I had my fair share of coaches, win championships and lead. So it's not something for me that's crazy to comprehend, but this happening this fast was kind of crazy to me. The game is a game of, if you win too much, you move up. If you lose too much, you move down. So I'm not surprised that it happened, man. I'm just surprised it happened so quick. I'm more the thing that I'm kind of torn over is the promises that were kind of made to the athletes. A lot of these kids have already transferred once to get to prom. If they are to transfer again, the portal is not something you can just keep going into. After you transfer one time, you have to sit out a year of residency at the school you're going to. So a lot of these kids are going to have to transfer again and have to sit out for a year. So I'm kind of torn on it, man. I'm kind of happy for them, but kind of disappointed for the athletes.
Definitely. What about you, Coach?
I'm happy for the opportunity. I think anybody who heard Prime when he first got the job, when they asked him when the possibility of him moving up came, and you asked him about it, he said, "I'd be a fool not to hear the options." That
Right.
should have told you right there. At some point, he gonna leave. Don't expect him to stay like 5+ years. It ain't happening. That would have told me everything I need to know. But I feel like with this whole thing, people don't really realize that two things can be true at one time. I'm very happy for Coach Prime. I'm gonna continue to follow him and what he's doing up there while still talking about HBCU football. However, I don't agree with how he went about it. I don't, and I've said that on my show. I don't like Shedeur wearing the Colorado hat when you still got a game to go. You're still a Jackson State Tiger, my boy. I think the announcement could have been made a little later. That's just me. Maybe things got leaked and he couldn't control it, but he didn't really try to put a stop to the narrative anyway. But he just let everything circulate. But like I said, I'm happy for him. I don't like the way he went about certain things. I understand why Jackson State fans are mad. I think the biggest thing about this whole thing is that this situation blew up so much to where you got sports analysts who never watched the HBCU game a day in their life talking about it like they know what's going on and telling Jackson State fans you need to be grateful with, and that saying has an undertone to it that I just don't like. Like, it's something about it telling them to be grateful I don't like. But you got them talking about stuff they know nothing about. The social media influences, they talking about it, they know nothing about the situation, just spreading lies. That's my biggest thing about it. Overall, man, I'm very happy for Prime. He deserves this opportunity for what he did. But when you first come into Jackson State and you said in front of everybody, God called me here to level the playing field. You leaving after just 2.5 seasons does not look good. You deserve it. You deserve it because you did a whole lot. But you got to understand that doesn't look good. You feel me? So both things can be true, but all in all, I'm happy for him. But he could have went about it a lot better.
Yeah, I agree with that, man. I think the timing was kind of crazy, man, because it was. What was it? It was before. Matter of fact, it was before the SWAC championship.
It was. Mm-hmm.
So they still had to play the SWAC championship, and they still play the Celebration Bowl. So it's 2 games got to be played. That's kind of what stood out for me. I know me and Ron were talking about this before. We got on the show. The timing of everything. Why would that information come out right before you coach a football game? That's not that's not good publicity. But I mean, it is Deion Sanders, so I'm sure it's but so much, kind of timing he can put on that too. So
Yeah. My thing was about it just how I guess it just broke, and he didn't even have time to tell his players. He didn't even have time to. I know he talked to Shador and I already know he talked to them about it and everything, and his family about it. It's just this player aspect. Like you rather hear it from the horse's mouth than you hear it on social media. Then it's true. Like you hope it's false. You hope it's false because you come here. If I'm a recruit, I came here because of you, so I can change the narrative at HBCUs.
Right.
I came here because I'm trying to empower Black colleges. I'm trying to empower Black schools. I'm trying to empower Black players. I'm trying to empower all sports, not just football, basketball, baseball, softball, volleyball. I'm trying to empower all that. Then it's like I came here, and now it's a slap in the face. And now, you're going, do I stay or do I go? I'm conflicted now.
Right.
Because, I came here for this type of environment. I didn't come here for a PWI and people were trying to dot a damn I don't know, Ohio. I ain't come here for that. I came here for them J6 and those 60,000 blue and white mama going back and forth. That's what I came here for. I didn't come here for those go Bucks. I can't come here for that. I did not come here for that.
Oh man,
I came for the bed, the high step, and to do their thing, and I came for that crowd and that HBCU environment. But you just putting a nail in the coffin for everybody, for the city of Jackson State, for the next coach that's going to come, even for players that want to be in that environment. You really put a nail in the coffin for them, man.
Yeah, I make a good point. Prime, what he did, man, he made a promise. He made a promise that he couldn't keep. But what's different about him from other coaches, because coaches do that all the time. They make players promises. They make family promises that they can't keep all the time. But being on the platform that Deion is on, a little bit, everybody's watching you. You know what I'm saying? You got a million eyes. Kind of taken a lot differently, so
definitely. But I'm not gonna lie. At the end of the day, like you said, Coach, this was his plan. He knew he wanted to move up. If you didn't think Prime was going to move up, then I guess you was being delusional. You knew the time was coming, but all of us just didn't know when the time was coming.
Right.
So, and that's the thing. And Kobe, I'm gonna let you speak on the recruits that was going to come to Jackson State, because I know you're more in tune with the recruits and where they go and what school they was going to be at. How do they feel about the situation?
So right after that whole thing was announced, I think three of their recruits automatically decommitted. One followed Prime right to Colorado. 3-star defensive tackle Jordan Hall. Another one, the 4-star receiver Robert Lockhart III. He had Jackson State in his top 3 before he made his decision, along with Colorado and Maryland. So it's kind of a no-brainer where he's going to go next. You feel me? He's going to be another one to follow Prime to Colorado. Honestly, so far they got to Jackson State is still holding on to 2 receivers and a offensive lineman. Only one of them has said, I'm going to remain loyal to Jackson State. The other 2 haven't really said anything. But yeah, man, as soon as Prime announced his decision, those 3 they were gone.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of expected, from a player's aspect. A lot of players go to universities, for that coaching experience, for, getting coached by somebody. So I understand a lot of people. It's going to be a lot of people leaving, a lot of people transferring, a lot of people from big time programs going to Colorado too.
Definitely. But at the end of the day, shout out to Prime. Shout out to what he did in a small amount of time, how he did it, because I don't think nobody of that stature, even how celebrity or how big he is, I don't think nobody could ever repeat what he did at Jackson. Like nobody.
Yeah.
So just just the history and the things that he did. Shout out to Coach Prime for real, because he literally brought back relevancy for the HBCU culture.
Man, one thing I want to kind of talk about though, his other son, the safety, he already transferred one time before from South Carolina, so I don't know what he's about to do. Has anybody heard an update on that?
Yeah, because I asked about it. They said, number one, Colorado and Prime have gotten together to make it easier for transfers to come to their school specifically. They put something in place, so that's number one. Number two, Shiloh could get a waiver because I think there's a clause in there that says if your coach leaves, you can get a waiver and you can be eligible immediately. So Shiloh can get a waiver. But they're gonna find some way around that just so Shiloh can play. Like just be certain of that. They're gonna find a way around that.
Yeah, I mean, because from what I'm understanding, like, you're tied to the institution, not the coach. That's what I always understood. But maybe, I don't know, maybe they updated something and changed it. I don't know, but great time.
But just for his sake, like, I know, like, he was upset with his dad. That's why he wasn't at the press conference. That's why his dad talking about he's in a doghouse. He was really upset with his dad because, I guess he wanted to build that culture. He wanted to, build that legacy.
Shiloh was immersed. He was immersed in the HBCU culture, man. He enjoyed it. You can tell.
With the drum major and all, he was immersed in the culture. He loved it.
Yeah, so just think about it. The band named him the 6 of the 5 of the J5s.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, I understand how that feels. Like, you inbred in a culture and you love it and you enjoy it, and like now that's kind of being stripped away from you. I mean, at the end of the day, you still can stay there if you want to. I mean, it's your decision, but I mean, we got to think about the best decision though at the end of the day.
Yeah. I mean, but that makes me think, man, that the family didn't know as much as we thought they knew. You know what I'm saying? Because if he knew that, he wouldn't have reacted that way. He would have had that situation going on, when Deion really made the decision. So I kind of think Deion kind of kept it to himself for a little bit of time, and then he told them, and that's when everything kind of blew up.
But
I think they were talking to Deion since before homecoming.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken. So maybe he did know a lot before he told Shedeur and them. But Shedeur had a little bit of time to process that because him and Travis both removed Jackson State from their bio on Instagram like a week before the SWAC championship game. So they knew a little bit, but not as long as Deion did.
Shoot, Deion still got it in his.
So, but yeah, shout out to Coach Prime, shout out to Jackson State just for their incredible run, and shout out to Prime Morado because they about to be lit. All the 5 stars.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, shout out to Coach Prime. But let's get into the meat potatoes of everything. The SWAC championship recap. Whew. Yeah, everybody turn their head. You see, because Coach Dewey need his ass whipped. That's what he need. If I was Dumas, daddy or mama, I swear I put on them boxing gloves and be like, nah, you gotta get this ass whooping today, cuz. You gotta get this ass whooping today. We saw it all throughout the year that McCray was not the quarterback for this team.
No.
And literally, it went to shambles in the championship game. 3 turnovers in the first quarter. The score was already out of hand. Now you want to put the backup quarterback in. and he looked like damn Cam Newton out there
That
passing the
boy
ball,
was
throwing the ball.
Boy was throwing some of the prettiest passes. Man,
was.
listen, I thought he was gonna lead a comeback at one point. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, what was the score? It was 20. It was 22-3 in the first quarter, and I was like, damn, that was almost the points of the first game of what they scored in the first quarter. I was like, oh, this is gonna look ugly. I was like, they need to put that back up in. Once they put that back up again, the whole atmosphere of Southern just changes. Like, their defense started playing good. Their offense started playing good. I'm like, wow, this is a whole different team from when McKay's in the game. Like, they actually have life. And my thing is this, I imagine if he was playing the whole season, what record would they truly have if he played in the beginning of the season until now?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Nah, because Brashawn McCray, man, he's a talented runner, but he's just one of these guys who is a great athlete playing quarterback. He should not have been. He does not need to be a quarterback. If my thing is, I know McDaniels didn't just show you that in the SWAC championship. He been showing you that in practice for the whole season. So, like, you're seeing this 6-7 days out the week, and you still don't want to start this man up until, like, what's going on? I felt like Dooley kind of, I don't know, I'm investigating him a little bit. Like, did you throw this game? Like, what was this? What was this?
You think he playing favorites, or you think he just threw the game? You don't know. He might have been playing favorites.
It gotta be favorites, because, like, you see this man is obviously not a passer, and you have a pure passer in McDaniels, and you don't start. Like, I don't get it. This is your chance to get to Atlanta.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, and you blew it.
I don't know. Maybe he doesn't know the plays. I don't know. I'm trying to find some type of excuse for him, man. Maybe he had a hard time grasping the playbook. I don't know.
So Jerry, let me ask you this question: what playbook was they using when he was out there? Because clearly they had an ass load of plays when he was out there, but if he didn't know the playbook.
I don't know. Maybe he just learned the playbook this last year. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you got a point, man, but I don't know. I'm trying to find something for him, man. I don't think he just threw the game. And I'm hoping that his coaching ability can see, that that's not the best quarterback that you're playing. So I don't know.
Man, all I know is, like, man, coach need to do better with that, because, like, if you see a kid that's not producing every week, either he got something on you, he know all the skeletons in your closet. He know when, where, why, who, what, and how. Like, everything. Or, like, I don't want to say it, but, B, you got some relations with somebody in his family. I mean, like,
Oh.
It's like, what's really going on? Is he your long lost son or something? Like, we need to know, because clearly Southern could have had a better season than what they had. Imagine if Dumas was playing in the LSU game. Imagine that offense out there, the way he passed the ball, the way he commands the offense. He could have made some type of tape to go to the XFL.
True.
So, like, he could have prepared himself to go to the XFL this season. Now he really only has one tape. And, one tape doesn't say a lot, even though it's against Jackson State, one of the best defenses in the FCS. But still, like, you need more tape to show to people that if you want to go to the next level. CFL, XFL, AFL, whatever. Like, you need more tape instead of just one game, especially at a quarterback position.
Is he graduating this year?
Yes.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, from what I know, that I think that was either his fourth year or his last year, right? From what I know.
Nowadays, man, you can get up. It's people right now getting 6 years.
That's true.
So I mean, COVID, man, you get another year extension with COVID, so he might have another year if he wanted to play it.
So I literally hope he do, because that Southern team with him back there, looks scary. It looks scary because imagine if they would have started out with him in the beginning of the game, would we be saying JSU is going to the Celebration Bowl right now?
I think we'd be saying that we gotta see this SWAC championship to see who go. You know, like I think we'd be looking more forward to the SWAC championship than the Celebration Bowl. It wouldn't be a foregone conclusion with Jackson State.
Definitely. So it's just crazy. I know Southern fans, they definitely gonna be on Coach because like he can't start next season. And if he started, they better want refunds on all their season tickets, and they better do something. But if he's starting, it better be riots out in the streets. they better move him to running back or receiver, cause
I think he looked good in a slot receiver.
Thanks.
Yeah, cause definitely he was not cutting it at all. Just be at the quarterback position. Like he can run the hell out the ball. That's what he can do. That's a true talent. Speed, you can't teach speed. Can't teach that. And he can run the hell out of the ball. So that's talent on top of talent right there. So but any closing marks for the SWAC championship, man.
Hell, maybe they can even do a different formation for him. Have a RPO. You can have a wildcat formation. Like if he still want to play quarterback, he could. I think they could put him in there and get some stuff done. It ain't like he's absolutely terrible, but he's just not the best option to be starting all year.
Definitely. Yeah. Still, let me ask you this: like, what would you do in that situation that he's coming back next year? How would that conversation go as far as like we may move you to a different position? Like, would you have that conversation now, or would you have that conversation during the spring?
Right, you got to rip the Band-Aid off. Like, getting out our best option at quarterback. I feel like you would be better served at this position, especially if you want to have an opportunity to play at the next level. Not the NFL, like the XFL or the CFL. If you want an opportunity, I think you'd be better served and you would have a longer career at slot or at running back than you would at quarterback. And I'm just being honest. You got to be honest with these kids at some point. You feel me? So, like, keeping him at quarterback, I mean, you setting them up for failure, if I'm being honest with you. Because at this point, if he might as well get his CDL if you think he gonna play quarterback at the next level. Like, I'm just like, for real, go and get that CDL at the graduation.
I know.
That nigga ain't gonna be commanding the offense. He gonna be commanding those trucks.
Man, listen. Either get the slot receiver, get the running back, or get that CDL, bro. Like those are your choices.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, for me, man, from a coaching standpoint, I think a lot of coaches will wait, and I'm not saying they're going to wait for the improvement of their team. They're going to wait to keep the player around. If you tell him right now, he has the opportunity to enter the transfer portal. If you wait a little bit longer, you wait till after the spring, he might not. It'll be after the deadline. And he might, if he transfers late, it's going to be a waiver to get him through. So it might say, we'll tell him on this date so he can't leave us. You know what I'm saying? It's a conniving way to think, but trust me, man, a lot of coaches think that.
Shoot, these players leaving for anything nowadays, so I get it.
Right. They will leave for everything now. So.
Yeah, the coach cussed me out the other day. I'm fucking leaving.
You feel me? Like.
My meal card ain't working at the cafeteria. I'm about to leave, dog. But
definitely Celebration Bowl is coming up in 2 weeks. So we're going, we definitely gonna cover that game next week, man. But I'm looking forward to this game, the Celebration Bowl. I'm definitely looking forward to it. So, it's gonna be a good game, man. It's gonna be a good game. But you know why I'm here. I think, everybody know why I'm here. Because, This is my baby right here. This is my baby.
Yeah.
I don't know why y'all here, but y'all here for us, and I'm here for this. So, it's a city boy Awards of the Year. If you haven't watched my show at all, then you do not know what the City Boys is. You know, City Boys, it's just a little term, you know. They balled out this weekend. They tore the city up. Even they tore somebody else's city up. They went to VIP and they other people's cities.
Mhm.
But, you know, it's a City Boy Award ball. And, you know, I got to start it out with, you know, a City Boy of his own that balled out every weekend. You know, I think this should be the new City Boy anthem. But, hey, that's just me, man. I think this should be the new City Boy anthem.
Well, all right.
Yeah.
You know, ever since I turned pro in 1989, when I signed the dotted line, it was strange. Some things changed for the better and for the worse. So I called my mama and she said, baby,
Must be the money. Must be the money.
it's got to be because I got people knowing
Must be the money.
people I never thought.
Hey, he had a hit with this, though.
It's the City
Yeah,
Boy
yeah.
Awards. It's the
It's a
City
hit.
Boy Awards.
That is a hit.
It is the City Boy Awards for the year, man. We talking about offensive player, defensive player, and a newcomer of the year, and definitely the MVP of the year, man. We gonna talk about it all. But at the end of the day, put y'all players who y'all think that should deserve the award as far as offensive, defensive, in the comments, and let us know like what's up, and definitely the MVP. But we're gonna start with the offensive player of the year. I'm gonna start with you, Jerry. You know, who is your offensive player of the year, man?
Hey, man, it can only go to one guy. And, of course, he goes to the best HBCU there is, you know. He goes to the best HBCU. He goes to FAMU. Wide receiver, I got Xavier Smith. My dog had 1,021 yards this year. 1,021 yards. Do you know who the next closest guy was at wide receiver? Does anybody know? How many yards?
I know it's like 800 or 600. I know it's like around that 600.
I got 705. That's what
Cool.
I'm right now.
And it's got to be somebody from Jackson State or
Shane Hooks,
Yep.
Jackson State.
Oh, Shane. Okay.
And you know, for Xavier Smith to have, you know, 300 more yards than him, it speaks a lot to him as a player. He's not the tallest guy. He got the most heart. He's quicker. You know what I'm saying? He has double-digit touchdowns. He has more touchdowns than anybody in the SWAC. 11 touchdowns as a receiver. So, I mean, to me, his stats, numbers don't lie, man. You know, people want to talk about these players at Jackson State doing their thing, but, hey, my dog Xavier Smith did his thing.
And Jerry, that boy been in Tallahassee the whole season. Not in Tallahassee. Tallahassee the whole season, ripping it up, breaking people's ankles, riding people up, stopping on a dime. If that boy don't go to the NFL and get drafted, goddamn, I'm going to throw a fit, goddamn. I'm going to come on here and throw a fit because he can route up the best corner that you got on the team. And my boy get the year offensive player of the year picked by Jerry, and what he get today.
City boy, city boy, city boy, city boy,
That boy get
city boy.
That boy get the offensive player City Boy of the Year award from Jerry. Kobe, you next.
Man, listen. I thought about Xavier Smith after you brought him up, and I was like, you know what, man? He did have a damn good season. Like, he did have a damn good season, and he deserves to get drafted, right? But I said, is this just limited to Division I?
I mean, right now, I was kind of doing Division One.
Okay,
yeah,
all right, okay. If we keep it Division One, then I say Shedeur. I go with the classic pick. I go Shedeur. All right, he upped the stats from last year, 3,300 yards, undefeated season, 6 more touchdowns than he did last year. He could hit the 40 mark, depending on how good of a game he has in the Celebration Bowl. I mean, dude's been off the chain. Just some very nice throws all year, man. Dude, it's just not much you can say, man. The boy's just been on point.
Yeah, he's had a hell of a year. Definitely had a hell of a year, man. I know he'll do well, next year at Colorado. So
Definitely. Shador led the SWAC in passing. So like that's something that we have to look at definitely, like at how many yards he had and how many the completion rating he has, and definitely the interception, the touchdown ratio. I know that was that interception and touchdown ratio is crazy. It's crazy. And shout out to boy, Mr. Campbell. What's up, Mr. Campbell? I gotta holler at you because you always tuned in, man. Got holler. But yeah, definitely. So Shador Sanders, straight out the Jack, don't know how to act. His boy about to go get on Prime back and go to Primerado with his fellow people. Shoot. But hey, Shador is a City Boy Award winner. I don't know how many times he won the City Boy Award. He was on here more times than I can count. But that boy, straight up in the Jack, don't know how to act, leading the SWAC in the passing. Some people say he should have been, running for Heisman. I don't know about that. But he got the City Boy Award. He got that. What?
City boy.
Yes, sir. And my pick, I think it was a good pick. This boy been showing out all season, rushing the ball and passing the ball, man. Like he literally start this season out crazy, beating their rivals. And next thing you know, he just started going on the coast. He just started on the coast. It kind of got a little rocky in the middle. But my boy, D. Richards from North Carolina Central University, that boy was passing the ball. That boy was running the ball. That boy was putting up 3 to 4 touchdowns every game. That boy was going to Charlotte after every game and tearing it up. He was like, I know the baby, I know J. Cole, and I know the Ball brothers. That's how famous he was in North Carolina, man. He was definitely tearing it up, man.
That's a good pick.
That is a good pick. Yeah, he definitely had a great season.
Yeah,
having a great season.
Heck yeah! Shout out to my boy Richards, man. He definitely gonna be in the celebration mode, holding his team down now. Just that type of quarterback you can't prepare for. You can, but it's hard. It's real hard that you can't prepare for a quarterback like that can pass, run, command the offense, and do all those things that a prototype quarterback now in this day age do all 3 things: run, pass, and command the offense do. So definitely shout out to North Carolina Central and D. Richards. And
City boy.
So, my boy had to get the Eddie Award.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So next newcomer City Boy of the Year award. He just came in off the boat and nobody didn't know his name. Nobody didn't know what he was gonna do, man. So Kobe, man, your pick for the newcomer of the year award.
Yeah, that gotta be Simeon Wilkinson. I mean, the boy carried that team at many crucial points during the season. To me, if he doesn't play in that Campbell game, they don't win that Campbell game. You feel me? Like so many times, this man has had ESPN top 10 highlight runs. He's continued to move the chains when that offense, passing wise, has struggled throughout the season. 1,100 yards. He came into Jackson State so late. I don't even think he had a full scholarship. You feel me? Prime didn't even know this man's name. And then he ended up impressing Prime, becoming the premier back. 1,100 yards, 9 touchdowns, averaging 5.3 yards a carry. Nah, he got to be newcomer of the year. Like, it came too easy to play.
Definitely. And Jerry, I'm going to let you go ahead and piggyback off of him because y'all definitely picked the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, he had a hell of a year, man. The guy, man, he came in, like he said, nobody knew who he was, and he just started turning up, started going off. So, hey, I gotta show love to this dude, man. So he had what? Let's see how many stats he had. I think he had over 1,000 yards. I'm picking Savion Wilkinson as well. He had 1,100 rushing yards. My guy is averaging 91.7 yards per game. So he's almost running the whole field. every game. As a newcomer, you know, not really knowing the conference, that's doing a lot. So yeah, he's definitely my newcomer.
Definitely. This boy was rumbling, tumbling, and bumbling out there, boy. He's one of them things where if he get a licking, he gonna keep on ticking and keep on wearing that defense down, man. This is a big boy. This is a big boy at running back, man. Shout outs to Savion Wilkerson. Just doing your thing at Jackson State, and if Shedeur couldn't do it, he literally said, "Get the ball in my hands, and I keep getting first downs." He been on our awards a couple of times. He definitely been eating every time he has the ball. And shout out to my boy Wilkerson, man.
City boy, city boy, city boy.
And you get the City Boy award. Now my pick, I went somewhere else. I didn't go that way because you know me. I don't go with the grain. I go against it. Goddamn. This boy, the newcomer of the year, came to SWAC. He probably didn't even know what the SWAC was. Just to be honest with you, because it's his last name. He came in into a Power 5 game, his first game, and lit it up. Everybody was talking about this guy on the first game. Had a rough second game. Went against one of the best teams in FCS. Went against the best teams in the SWAC. But after that, man, this boy tore it up. Almost every game, he almost had 300 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. He was literally commanding the offense. The offense looked like the Rat Boys from the past couple of years ago. I'm talking about my boy, Jeremy Moussa from FAMU, man. Shout out to my boy, Jeremy Moussa, newcomer of the year. Came to the SWAC, didn't know how to act, man. I love this dude, man. Talked to him on plenty of occasions. He's the only quarterback in the SWAC that pulled off the Philly special. Name another quarterback that pulled off the Philly special in the SWAC. Name it.
You're right.
You're right.
You're right.
Sure, he can do it
Right.
all. He can definitely do it all.
Ron, I got something for you though, man. You know, you were talking about going against the grain.
Yeah.
It's a guy, man, that kind of went under the radar. And I don't know if I should change my pick, but I'm leaning towards changing my pick because you know my boy already said, you know, Wilkerson, he had a great year, but I think I want to change my pick. Can I change my pick, dog?
Go ahead, change your pick, man. Change your pick, cause you know it's you know the love is spread around. The City Boy Awards is spread around. We don't hold it in. We let it go freely out here, man.
You know, we you know, my boy Ron, when we picked about Offensive Player of the Year, you know, he talked about the guy from North Carolina Central, you know, in the MEAC. You know, and I want to take this, not North Carolina Central, I want to take this actually to Alcorn State. The running back from Alcorn State, Jarvion Howard. Jarvion Howard went off this year.
You
He
like that?
1,270 rushing yards, 12 touchdowns. He is also a newcomer, so he had more rushing yards, you know, than Wilkerson. And I didn't realize that he had just transferred this year from Syracuse, so that will put him in that same category as a newcomer. Also, man, he was averaging 116 yards a game.
That's crazy.
So I had to do a little bit of research, a little bit more digging, man, but I can't get on this show and not be genuinely myself and let you guys know this dude is a baller.
Yeah. I can give you that one. I definitely can give you that one, Jerry. I definitely can give you that one, man. Shoot. I personally think that all our answers are going to be the same. I hope it's going to be the same because we definitely all watch this dude play. And, you know, he's with the best defense in the FCS and he plays at Jackson State. And we hoping this boy gets called up, you know, for the NFL to be with his counterpart, you know, that plays with the Lions that actually doing his thing now. He producing 2 sacks per game, and he started in the middle of the season. He already got what? 4-5 sacks, and there's players that have been playing in the league for 11 weeks and ain't even got 2 sacks.
Yep.
You know, talking about my boy Houston. But I'm talking about that bad man as a middle linebacker, Aubrey Miller. And I know y'all can't attest he's not the defensive player of the year.
You a good boy.
You got it, dog. I'll let you get it. I can go if you want me to.
I'm gonna go against the grain.
Me too.
I'm gonna go against the grain. It's a certain linebacker in the MEAC who I think got snubbed for defensive player of the conference, who goes by the name of BJ Davis.
Mm.
He in that transfer portal now. He got 1 year left of eligibility. We gonna miss him. All right, but 94 total tackles, 64 of them solo. I watched this man single-handedly bring his team back versus FAMU with 2 back-to-back interceptions on Jeremy Musa. Gave his team a chance to win the game. They didn't pull it out, but that's far from the point. He brought him back. 5 interceptions on the season where he couldn't make an impact, get into the sacks. 5 interceptions for a linebacker, that's crazy. That's crazy. This man was averaging double-digit tackles every game. I mean, for me, it's BJ Davis, though. It's BJ Davis, and I'm gonna rest my case there.
Ooh, that's a good pick. That's a good pick. You know, I went to Florida A&M. So some of my stuff may be a little biased. So when y'all hear some of this stuff, listen to the numerical value that I'm giving you.
Okay.
You know, everybody talked about Isaiah Land. You know,
I already know where you're going with this, Jerry.
I don't think you know.
I do.
It's not a guy that we talk about.
I know it's not a guy that we talk, but I think I know who you're talking about. If he's on my channel, which he probably is, I probably know what guy you're talking about.
Okay. Well, you know, Isaiah Land, he had a pretty good year. You know, he didn't do as well as he did last year. But if you look at the guy on the other side, Kamari Stevens had a great year, and it went unnoticed. He had double-digit sacks. He had 10 sacks. He had 10 sacks this year. He leads the conference in sacks, man. You can't argue with that. If you look at an NFL comparison, Myles Garrett has 10 sacks right now in NFL. Not saying they're on the same level, but they're accomplishing the same amount of sacks for their position. So to me, man, I played D-line for a little bit, man. I played D-line in college for a year. So I know how hard it is. You know, you got 2-3 seconds to get back there. Getting past a guy 300 pounds. To do that 10 times, that speaks volumes, man. So to me, that's my guy. That's what I'm picking. Kamari Stevens.
Yeah, that was bad.
Well, yeah, I like that one. Okay.
Okay, you surprised me that. Okay, Jerry.
I know I did.
You surprised me at that one. I really thought you was about to say Major.
I know
saying Major.
Major had a great year too. Major is my guy, man. Major had a great year, man. But I can't, being a D lineman, and you know what I'm saying, I can't go without giving acknowledgement to the D line. I know how hard it is to get a sack.
Definitely. Shoot, but yeah, I gotta give it to you on that one, Jerry. Yeah. Cause I thought that all of us was gonna say Aubrey Miller. I gotta give it to you guys.
Yep.
But yeah. But the MVP, the City Boy MVP award, basically, he is the person that did everything. If he wasn't out there on that field, the team wouldn't be how they would be at that moment in time. Like, if you can put him on any team, he will lead that team to the promised land the best way he could, or he would eat the best way he could, however you want to put it. Because, you know, it's no iron team, but there's a me in it.
And me?
It's a me in it. Who threw the ball? Me. Who caught it? Me. Who made that tackle? Me. So it's no iron team, but it's a me in it. And I'll let y'all boys go first because, you know, I don't know. I don't even know. I'm kind of conflicted because, you know, defense played a year. I thought we was all gonna say the same thing. So I'll let y'all boys go first because I don't want to say that, you know.
I go ahead and go first, man. It's a guy that y'all talked about earlier, man. He's not, he was swag. He not swag no more. Well, he got one more game, so he is still swag.
Yeah, right now.
He got one more game, he's still swag. But you got to give it to Shedeur, man. Shedeur with 3403 in passing yards, 36 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. I like to do comparing. I'm a big numbers guy. So comparing stats to the NFL again, the guy that has the closest amount of yards as Shedeur right now would be Josh Allen. A quarterback that everybody says at the top of the game. But only difference right now, what makes Shedeur stand out, Josh Allen has that same amount of yards, but 11 interceptions. Shedeur had half of that. So he's getting the ball all the way down this field at an efficient rate and not turning it over. He only has 6 interceptions. So to me, he's a MVP. Got to give it to Shedeur.
I agree with you. When you talk about a guy who is important to that team, who without him, I don't even know if they make the SWAC championship without Shedeur. Like he's important. He's very important. You talk about a guy who knows where he's going with the football, has great ball placement. All that training he did with Tom Brady in the offseason is paying dividends, man. Just an overall great player. I'm sad that he gonna leave the SWAC. He gonna leave the SWAC, but hopefully, I wish him the best at Colorado. But nah, man, without him, bro, Travis probably doesn't get a few of those highlight catches. He's just too important to Jackson State.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'm glad we all on the same page here, guys. My thing is Shedeur Sanders, Jesus Christ Jr. Jackson State, the savior of Jackson State, the quarterback of Jackson State, Shedeur Sanders. He led the team that when he had to lead the team. I feel like he been learning every week what to do, what not to do, how to overcome adversity, how to stay ahead, how to, if I don't have an offensive line, what to do. If I do have an offensive line, what can I do more of? So, just being that quarterback that always, put the team on his back, have responsibilities, making sure that offense stay focused, cussing out your receivers when they do the wrong things and picking their head up and making sure they're doing the right things at the end of the day. It says a lot about a quarterback that's in the SWAC and that's in FCS. He's definitely going to be a good quarterback in the next level. I know Coach Prime is going to have that protection for him. That's the first thing I know Coach Prime is going to do is get that O-line straight. He's going to get those O-line recruits. And, I hope he can translate his Jackson State game to Colorado and we can literally see a second or third round pick for Shedeur as far as in the future. But Shedeur Sanders, he the MVP of this thing, man. You already know. This boy get the ultimate City Boy Award, man.
City boy, city boy, city boy, city boy.
This boy get the ultimate City Boy Award, man. Shout out to Shedeur Sanders. Shout out to Jackson State. And, I definitely don't want to pick nobody right now for the Celebration Bowl, but hey, we definitely going to be in for a good game. But another topic that came up that's that just brought to my mind, Mississippi Valley coach is out and going with Prime. How do you guys feel about that as far as Vince and Nancy leaving Mississippi Valley State and going with Coach Prime? He's going to be coaching the safeties at Colorado.
I couldn't be more happy for Nancy. I mean, you talk about a guy who does not have the backing of his own school when it comes to the things that he needed from Mississippi Valley, and yet he still did an exceptional job regardless, man, like leading those kids and just doing an exceptional job with what he had available. I'm happy for him. I am happy for him. I think he's very important to Valley, so I don't know what they gonna do or who they gonna replace him with, but I'm happy for him.
Yeah, I agree. I'm happy for him. This is the side, of that I'm proud of what Deion is doing. Because we talk about, different sides of, he left the kids at Jackson State. And that's the side where I'm kind of down about it or disappointed. But when you look on the flip side, on the other side of the coin, man, he's bringing all of these, other coaches that he's met on the HBCU level up to that higher standard of getting paid more, elevating their career. So I think him moving up there was a great move, man. Shout out to Deion for, seeing that talent and pulling him up. So yeah, it's a big move. Congratulations to him on that.
I think that's tremendous as far as somebody, taking a coach from a different school that you have a relationship with and bring him up and be like, hey, I finally got you. Because I know at the end of the day, like, it felt like, oh, I got to do this by myself. I got to coach his team by myself. Even though I feel like he had his best year this year because of how he played the games and who he won against, I feel like this was his best year, even though he didn't have the resources. He didn't have the scholarships. He didn't have the school backing him at all. And he had one of his best years. They went out with, I think, 3 to 4 wins this year.
Mm-hmm.
I say that's a hell of an incline from last year and the previous year before that. Like three wins, and we was predicted not to win a damn game.
They're always competitive, man. They ain't no pushover.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so just seeing that and knowing that his family is going to be straight, and you don't have to struggle with the athletic director or the school, or the players don't have to struggle no more, and getting off that damn field that they got. They need to do something about that damn field. They definitely need to do something about that damn field, because you gonna break a couple of ankles. Just
ankles, ACLs, MCLs, Achilles.
Definitely gonna break something off that. But anything you guys want to say before we wrap up the show, end the show? Anything you guys want to say, man?
Honestly, bro, this has been a very fun season, very eventful season. Especially with the big news to end it. I'm kind of sad that the season's coming to an end, because it seems like we waited so long for it to get here, and then it's just like that. It's just about to be gone. But I think, as exciting as this year was, next year, seeing how it's going to be without Prime, I think that's even more interesting. So, man, like this year has been fun overall, from the content creators and what we do on YouTube to just watching football. It's been fun, man.
Yeah, I agree. It's been a great year, man. A lot of ups and downs. It ended with a bang. Definitely ended with a bang, man. I'm excited for SWAC football next year. I'm more excited for FAMU football next year, because I think we got a good chance, man. So good luck to everybody else. Deion, good luck to him. Traveling on, and hey, looking forward to next year.
Sure, and for me, just the ups and downs of the SWAC, as far as the beginning of the season, and JSU selling out every home game, and not selling out every home game, but they actually went to away games and they being sold out. Like, that's something that we don't see often. You go to a away game and it's sold out. Mm-hmm. So you're like almost the Beatles. The Beatles are coming to town. You know what I'm saying? All LeBron and D Wade coming to town, and it's sold out. Like, it's the hottest. It was the hottest ticket for HBCU for a good little minute. Right. And just having that interaction with Coach Prime and Eddie Robinson Jr. talking about he ain't SWAC, and the famous speech after he said he ain't SWAC. Who ain't SWAC? Because I got time today. I got time today. So just coming off of that and just coming up the ups and downs of the season and how it's going to transpire, I think that was just amazing. And how we about to end this, and then how we ended the season off with Coach Prime leaving Jackson State. And literally, like, Jackson State going to be focused enough to win the Celebration Bowl? Can they win the biggest one? That is the true legit question. Can they win the biggest one when it's all eyes on them? And the MEAC been owning the Celebration Bowl for a minute.
Mhm.
So we definitely about to see like what's definitely going on next week or the next coming up weeks for this Celebration Bowl game.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited for that game, man. I think what's going on at Jackson State does play a big factor, of the outcome. So we'll see it in our predictions next week. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned and find out what we got going on.
Definitely going to have the predictions next week of the championship. We're definitely going to start back doing our basketball thing because basketball been heavy. Basketball been crazy these past couple of weeks, man. Like, man, HBCU's been knocking down Power 5 teams left and right, females and males. So definitely keep an eye out on basketball. Shout out to Jackson State and Coach Mo for getting their first win against a the Group of 5 conference. So shout out to Jackson State for getting their first win. And, hopefully we'll see more wins against Group of 5 and Power 5 schools. I'm going to let Kobe come back on. So I know he probably doing something right quick. I'm going to let him come back on so he can wrap up the show. So, we can get up on out of here, man. But definitely love it. Jerry, tell the people what you've been doing, man, because a lot of people want to know what you've been doing, man.
What I do?
No, what you've been doing, man, because you was gone last week.
Oh.
You was gone. Jerry done went off. Kobe done went off. I'm the only one here. You see how they do me? And see if Robin was here, this would happen. If Robin was here, Robin said this would not happen. It's all right. If Robin here, this would not happen.
No, Ty, you asked that question. Somebody called me. Fans must be listening. But man, it's been a lot going on, man. Work, it's been going on, man.
Chasing my son around, man. My bad, bro. He done woke up.
Hey, man, you got to take care of the son first. So ain't nothing wrong with that.
You know how that go, man.
Heck yeah. Hey, sure. But go ahead, Jerry, and we about to wrap up the show.
Yeah, man, just working, man. That's what's been going on, man. I work for FAM now, so everything that's been going on with FAMU, I've been trying to get all that stuff situated. We got a new athletic director coming in. A lot of new things are coming to FAMU, so I'm excited for what's going on there. So everything going good, man. Everything's going good. Try to be here more often so y'all can hear what I got to say on my crazy takes and crazy people winning, SWAC player of the year, defensive player of the year, all of that. So
definitely. Kobe, what you got going on in the next couple of weeks? Because I know it's recruiting season for you. So what you got going on?
Man, I'm getting ready for early signing day. I can't wait. Last year, every single recruit that was committed to an HBCU, dog, whether I'm at work or not, I had to be on it. So I'm just trying to get my energy up for that because it's gonna be a lot going on, man. The commitment series is gonna be back. So that's all I can say.
Definitely. Hey, we need to do something with this commitment series, man. We need to do like we need to do something, man. We need a pre-snap read with the pre-snap read in Blitz City. We haven't been to Blitz City yet. Let the pre-snap read come on Blitz City.
Hey, listen, we can do that. We can really do that whenever y'all want to, for real. If y'all want to wait till Robin get back, we can all do it. Like, I'm for real.
Yeah, because I think that would be good for the people just to hear different voices about these different commits, especially during that's your peak time of where you get most of your views from and stuff. But definitely, everything that's going on me, I'm about to start basketball sooner or later. Probably after the Celebration Ball, I'm about to be in basketball real heavy as far as HBCUs. Definitely will be a new show. It's not Coach K Court no more. Welcome to the Blacktop. That playoff words. Welcome to the Blacktop. But yeah, so I'll be doing that show after the Celebration Bowl, and I'm definitely gonna be working with a couple of people for the off-season recruitment stuff and more interviews with family players coming up soon, man. But thank y'all. Shout out to everybody out in the Carolinas, because you know we from the Carolinas. So shout out to them.
Yes,
Shout out to the
sir.
Carolina peoples. Man.
Crib.
Yeah, so definitely one love, peace out, and see you guys next week, man.